Hello, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jasmine, and today we're gonna do something a little bit different. Today, I want to share with you a little bit about my business and my story, basically, to connect with you. I want to share with you a little bit about how and why I'm planning on doing a reset to my business. So let's back up a little bit so you understand. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico, this beautiful place. I still live in here. Parents were farmers and really creative people. I grew up always surrounded by nature, always doing some kind of craft, building something, or just doing some dirt soup. I was a multi-passionate person. So at home, I was taught to be frugal, save stuff, save everything, hoard basically, because we might need it sometime. And to always make the things for myself. If I didn't make it, I didn't have it. And now that I think about it, it's really cool or funny how my journals reflect my childhood and where I am now. So let's talk a little bit about my business. I started Cozy Journalers after quitting my full-time job, which is not recommended. We can talk about that in another video. Let me know in the comments. So I started bullet journaling to reach my goals. That's the first time I saw something related to journaling. So I made I think it was 2021 resolution. Then tried collage and I fell in love with that technique. Of course, I used all the junk I had around me. And I submerged myself in the world of journaling and all type of journals there are, especially bullet journaling, junk journaling. And after a while of doing bullet journaling, I got tired of designing and creating every thread by hand. So I thought, what if I make a template? So I just cut and glue the design so I have cohesive journal spreads without having to do so much. And that was the aha moment. And that is how Cozy Journalers was born. I started making bullet journal templates, but I failed because I think the products were too simple. I didn't have a specific niche, so I was just making the things I used and doing it digitally. I did social media for marketing, but that didn't go well, and some Pinterest. Then I decided to make a major rebranding using the same name but niched down to what it is today, Cozy Journalers, a nation-inspired art and craft supplies shop. So I rebranded, uploading more listings, changing my logo, and all those rebranding details. But sadly, being honest with myself, after 2 years, I am now reaching 100 sales. But now I'm understanding my style. I love that I discovered nature junk journaling. I love using my journal to learn about nature and find myself. But I've been thinking about it the last month that I really need to make this happen and go all in. I have to take my business seriously. I've been distracting myself with other things, especially planning, thinking, organizing stuff, but not actually creating the products. And I have so many ideas. But as a multi-passionate person, I get so distracted with other hobbies. So this time to make it happen, I have to be real with myself. What is the problem with me and my business? I overplan, I overthink, I limit myself, and I do not talk about myself. That is a must. Connect myself to my business and make it more enjoyable and really share with you a lot of things without limiting myself. The business part, I have too many ideas. I make little or no investment. Another thing is not perfecting my craft. So the plan is to not overthink things. If I have an idea, I'll just sit down and try it. I have so many Pinterest boards with all the ideas, but sometimes I save those things, and when I see them again, I'm like, why did I save this? So I have to learn to get an idea and actually write my thought process and why I like that. Overall idea is to actually make everything thinking about without limiting myself, my resources of the products I upload. That is what I wanted to share with you. If you like this kind of video, I would love for you to leave me a comment. If you like crafting and journaling, you will love all the other videos.